Okay, in today's lab, we're going to set up the spreadsheet. I want everybody to do this because I think it's helpful for you to learn how to use Excel. Like I tell people, it's important for you guys to know biology, but knowing Excel will get you a job and allow you to move out of your parents' basement. So, first thing you need to do to make this work, and this is important, you're going to make a copy of the spreadsheet and then you're going to share it with me because you're not handing this in. It's going to be shared. I'm going to see it. So, again, we've already done this before at least once. We're going to go File, Make a Copy. And under this where it says copy of Aerobic Labs, what you're going to do is you're going to delete the words copy and you're just going to type in your name. Okay, my name is Jim, R-U-S-C-O-N-I, my username. All right, and I'm just going to say OK. So now I got this document open. Now you may have to log into your Gmail account. It may ask you to do that. All right, when you go to open it. That's fine. You're just going to do that. Then when you do that, you're going to come all the way over to the corner. You see way over here. And you're going to hit share, and then you're going to share it with me. All right, JRUSCONI at cc.df, jrusconi at ccdfrcs.org. One of the ways you notice, and I wish you guys would all do this, is put a profile picture on your Gmail account, because now you know if you see my little picture there, that means you put in the email address correctly. All right, it's jimrusconi at cc.dfrcs.org. Hit send. Boom. Now it's shared. Okay, so let's see what we can do with this. Well, there is one thing I think we need to do is there are a few of these that do not have what you're going to need. For example, this one here, remember Lily was not able to get her blood pressure. So we're going to need to delete that because we're not going to be able to do anything with it. So we're going to delete that row. All right, and it looks like all the rest of these are okay. Emily Schofield, same thing. We were not able to get some of the pulse rates done. We're missing some. We might actually be able to do that one. I'm going to keep that one. Let me see. Connor McGuire. Yeah. Allie, she's missing a couple. It's a lot of you guys seem to be missing the 5 minutes afterwards ones. All right. So let's see if we can make that work. This one here, where we got an error. Okay, we're going to delete that. All right, that's James White. Again, we were having problems with the thing. So we want to clean these up as much as we possibly can. All right, so you notice that I've already, well, it looks like these do need to be sorted because there's a couple of ellipticals here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, first thing I want to do is I want to sort so all the ellipticals are in one place. So I'm going to go, see at the top where it says data, sort column C, A to Z, boom. We hit that and you'll notice all the elliptical fast walks, those are up here. And then all the weightlifting bench press down here. All right, so the first thing I want to do is I want to see if I can find out what's going on with this. So let's go insert a row above. And then I'm going to click on the top row, row number 17 in my case, where it says weightlifting fast walk, insert a row above. All right, and we're going to just basically see what happens when we add these guys up. All right, so let's take this one right here. And I want to say, okay, well, let's take the average of all of these different numbers. So that is actually going to be a formula. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here at the top of this row where it says resting heart rate before we do anything. And I go equals. And then I'm going to type in the word average. And then we're going to open up the parentheses and we're going to click below. And we're going to just drag down. We're going to average all the guys in this column. We got, it looks like we got about 13, 12 or 13. I'm going to close the parenthesis and I'm just going to hit enter. And when I do that, it gives me this number. Now the problem with that number, that's way, 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 way too many digits. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click at the 2 at the front of the cell. And I'm going to go format the cell. And I'm only going to go to the nearest tenths because that seems reasonable. So format. Number, we're going to go to, click on that, and that, okay, that goes, actually I want to go, let's go right click, format, oh, no, I guess we have to go up here, format, number, I want to go to nearest tenths, not nearest hundredths. So it is not. Geez, it should allow me to do more formats. Custom number format. That's what it is. And what I want to go is I want to go to the nearest tenth. So what do we got here? Wow, that's weird. Okay, I will have to see if I can figure that out. So for now, it looks like we're just going in the nearest hundredths. Okay, so this is the average of this column below here. So I'm going to just drag this straight over and see what happens. All the way over. Boom. And that gives me all the different numbers that we've recorded here. Okay? So, what I'd like to see what happens, I'd like to say, gee, okay, so what happens when we do these, when we graph these? And then we're going to do the same thing with weightlifting. Okay? We're going to go equals, because it's a formula, average, A-V-E-R-A-G-E, open parenthesis. Then I'm going to drag everything down. And I believe when you do that, okay, you get that number. And again, it's only rounded off. I'm going to drag it over here. And it looks like we got a couple of these that are going. So we're going to make that number, format number to number 2 decimal points. Cool. And so what happens? Okay. So, all right, so now we basically got some numbers to work with. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually take these and I'm going to see if we can put them into a graph. All right, so that's the next part. That's going to be part 2 of the lab, making a graph.